who's fully vaccinated, but also who's received a medical exemption.
For example, how would you police that gatherings in the home with only unvaccinated people, and also the retail that only open to unvaccinated people who will only be able to access critical retail? How's that going to be?
Oh, well, it's really easy to police, much easier to police venues, because all retail outlets and other places of hospitality require QR codes. And that is why we have been speaking about the vaccine passport and the QR code system, so that if you want to go and buy something which is regarded as a non-essential shop, you will put up your QR code to the code, and it will, if it's not a green light saying you've been vaccinated, you won't be welcomed inside. So we're giving venues plenty of notice and businesses plenty of notice. They can prepare for what that looks like when we reopen. And obviously there are still some other issues we're working through. For example, if there are opportunities for us for mental health and other purposes to look at other things that we can ease before then, well, based on the health advice, we will do that. This is really for double-dose vaccinated people who can enjoy those regulated, what we call regulated facilities, places where you can police that it's only vaccinated people going indoors, or going into a venue, or else to an event. Or to other gathering, it is much easier to police those places where the QR codes have to be used.
What about homes?
Well, obviously, there is no perfection to this, but it would be extremely careless and reckless if anybody welcomes someone if you're vaccinated. I mean, I myself would not want to be anywhere with someone who's not vaccinated. That's just my personal choice. And people will make those personal choices. Some people who are fully vaccinated may not even feel comfortable participating in things at this level. I really want to stress the point that this is what government is implementing as a safe way that we can reopen. But many people may still not feel safe at that stage, knowing that there's still a high rate of unvaccinated adults, or not a high rate, but a certain percentage. So it also comes down to personal choices, personal actions and activities. And in some venues, obviously, we want people to make sure they maintain social distancing. They don't let their guard down. But we know in reality, people will slip. And that's why we can't afford to have unvaccinated people mixing with vaccinated people. We have to be real about this. People aren't perfect 100% of the time. Even though that's our intention, people try. But everybody slips from time to time unintentionally, and that is where the risk of transmission increases. So we're not suggesting case numbers are going to go down at all during this period. When you reopen, you expect an increase in case numbers. But if it's in the vaccinated population, our health system won't be troubled by that. But if it's in the unvaccinated population, that's when health will give us advice to ease back and perhaps require people to go eat out locally, as opposed to having the freedom to move around the state.